I think of how he trained me to how to work and how to drive, and he took us to church, introduced us to God, to Jesus, and he didn't send us to church, he took us to church, him and my mother, you know.
I remember the time I laughed when my father...
When he told me some jokes about when he was in, about, well, it wasn't when he was in school because he didn't go to only third grade, so, but he told me a joke about this guy, this guy was in school, this boy, and they had this book, and when it was his turn to read, they said, "Okay, Johnny, what, it's your turn to read." And he saw these people, a picture on the page, these people cutting wood. And he said, "These people is cutting wood." He was reading the picture. And then he told me another time about they was having a spelling contest, and the teacher wanted us to spell shirt, you know, and this one boy, he was just all up, "I got it, teacher, Miss So-and-so, I got it, let me have it." So she says, "Okay, Johnny, how you spell shirt?" He says, S-H-I-T. She said, "Well, what you spell it?"
Okay.
And he told me how he learned how to swim. They was out in the woods, and he fell in a hole. He fell in this creek, you know, and that's how he learned how to swim. It was swim or die, and he learned how to swim. And he told me how he almost cut one of his big toes off. They used to make tires, railroad tires, and he cut his toe, split his toe, one of his big toes.
Wow. Okay. I almost want to cry when I think about...
Well, when I think about when I was trying to when I was going in the service, and they had to sign for me, and I told them they didn't want to sign because I was, you know, underage, and so I told them that if they didn't sign, I was going to run off. I was running away. And it didn't bother me then, but when I got older, I thought about it, and I really felt bad about it. And I apologized to my mom and dad for saying that. But all they had to do was tell me, "Go ahead." And when I got hungry and it got dark, I came back home.
And the last question. Father's Day is a time to honor fathers because
my father was he was there for us, and he kept us in line with the strap, and I had a good father, and I enjoyed being around him. And although he didn't go to school, he kept up with the news and everything. He knew what was going on, and he could figure and read and figure. But he learned by being a pastor. He learned, you know, God helped him, you know, learn how to read. But like I said, he only went to the 3rd grade, and back then you don't read when you in the 3rd grade.